the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Salam Mustapha, a national youth organizer edema MPP amayekono. Na abusia MPP amayekono share demonstration chenche bi pa. Na enedwe wone anase MPP amayekono youth no ene ensentwefo adinhyiamu. Na die amayekono ana MPP amayekono mrantie epese wo mo ye demonstration e wo man konkro Ghana ha na wo mo de send message bi ma NDC aban na ka asem bi che John Dramani Mahama no Nsem-Pii TV sansem no yetimu abobo ni nyina no a ye bi ba abesom yetifo entenya fei na Nsem-Pii TV se dada yeka no ye ba abetoatoa mami fonko abra Salam Mustapha any media ni hia na die nti pa MPP amayekono aye na adwen say demonstration chenche no omode be hye so na ebra wo mo ayesi wo so omode demonstration no hye so nyina no wo so watemu akoti bia busia yenko de hokoti bimra ye ba Nsem-Pii TV Unitifo betwaso
Nana Dankwa Kufuado on the 7th of January 2025 handed power to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as President of the Republic of Ghana after he won a decisive victory in the December polls. The good people of Ghana believed in the reset agenda sold to them by the NDC and decided that that is what they would opt for. In the reset agenda, it is believed that the NDC and its government were coming to give us a better life. Reduction in the prices of food, goods, everything. A better life for the people of Ghana. Ghanaians voted for them. Ghana was a peaceful country, doing very well. Today, I am scared to say that the narrative is changing. The story is becoming bleak, grim. And I am not a prophet of doom. But if we continue on this spiral road, then we are on the way to Damascus. But all we patriots stand shoulder to shoulder with each other to say that we will not allow this country to be taken down a dangerous road. We have seen in the last period an evidenced pattern of gross abuse of power by the NDC government. Selective justice is taking center root in our society, and this is dangerous to the democratic ethos that we all believe in. That is why, as a party, our forefathers who started the fight against colonialism will not sit and watch this country thrown under the bus. Ghana is a democracy and not an autocracy with a supreme leader. If you are elected with an overwhelming majority on the premise of lofty promises, it doesn't make you a supreme leader that we are seeing in John Dramani Mahama today, His Excellency. The culture of silence is coming back. The dreaded culture of silence that the antecedents of the NDC took us through in the dark days is beginning to be reintroduced in Ghana. Today, people are getting scared to free their minds, to go on social media to write, or on TikTok to have conversations. Because the president has told us that today they have technology that they use to crack down on citizens. However, Your Excellency, the signals bureau that President Nana Dankwa Kufuado established was for a good purpose, to protect the cyberspace of Ghana, its citizens, and not to persecute them. as you are aware, we have some serious national security challenges presently. Ghana is witnessing steady decline as far as security situation is concerned. The Boko situation has taken a nosedive. We have seen Binyiri, where some 13 or so people were killed, with over 20,000 of our compatriots running into La Côte d'Ivoire. Recently, we saw clashes in Greater Accra where people lost their lives. In Nsem-Pii, there were disturbances and some police people were attacked, and pockets of it across the country. It is safe to say that security issues are becoming a problem in Ghana, and one would have thought that serious government would deploy an agency like the Signals Bureau to monitor and deal effectively with anarchists and people who foment trouble in our society. But that is not the border of the NDC John Dramani Mahama government. Their border, their focus is on NPP, its members, how to persecute, how to kill political dissent, and shut down opponent voices. Ladies and gentlemen, our friends in the media, there's been a consistent pattern of arrest of people who align to the NPP. Let me give you a bit of a rundown. Amadou Zakor, a young man who made a post, was arrested just because of a Facebook post. Gordon Asare Bediakun was arrested and no reason was given for his arrest. And this is a journalist. No reason whatsoever was ascribed for the arrest of Gordon Asare Bediakun. One evening, we heard news of the arrest of Okatachi Afifa Mensah, a young man who had just gone to write an exam and was leaving the campus, was accosted by men in 3 pickup vehicles, heavily armed to the teeth. Without any question, they bundled him and took him into custody. Whatever reason, nobody is told, because of his advocacy against the government. So the arrest of Sir Obama, because he posted a picture on social media with a certain caption that this weapon is in the hands of civilians. He was arrested, dehumanized, molested, and treated less of a Ghanaian because he's an NPP person. And God, being a just person, decided that what the young man had written, which in all intents and purposes was to draw the attention of national security, police, and everybody on happenings in the north, rather was picked up. Indeed, Sir Obama was not the originator of the picture. It has circulated on social media for a while before Sir Obama decided to post it. Guess what? The IGP himself led a high-powered police delegation to Boko in an effort to broker peace. His vehicle was shot at I'm sure from a distance. I want to ask, if the post was a lie, where did those guns come from? Recently here in Greater Accra, I don't want to remind relatives of their pain. There were gun clashes. We all saw the videos of sporadic gun fire around Soweto, that people died. So where was the lie in the post? Was the interest just to prosecute, persecute, dehumanize, punish Sir Obama because he's an MPP person? I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
Friends in the media, then Adenta Kumi, another brilliant young MPP chap, who in abhorrence to the facade relative to the removal of the Chief Justice, as a law-abiding citizen, writes a petition in the same manner that 3 people used to ask for the ouster of the Chief Justice, also petitioned His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. His reward was that he became a subject of arrest. In fact, he was raided at dawn in the presence of his wife, the mother-in-law, and little children.
Very sad. Very sad.
He was arrested for no reason. Ajinkwana, another journalist, was arrested in Kumasi, brought in Accra, and he says that on the way, he was beaten. And he showed sprain on his muscles as evidence of the torture he received from security people. And because he made certain remarks deemed unpalatable by state security, so he was picked up. We went to court. I was present in court. And the court remanded him into custody for 2 weeks because he shouted, "I'm a hero," essentially. The latest one being Chairman Abronye, arrested because supposedly he insulted the IGP. So the IGP decides that I'll use my police service to go after Chairman Abronye, even though he could have exercised the civil procedure of filing a defamation suit. Mana, that is not all. Young people expressing themselves on social media, how this government, with all its lofty promises of 24-hour economy, jobs flowing here and there, one job, 3 shifts, 3 people, not happening, they can't find jobs, and so on and so forth. Young people having conversations on TikTok miraculously became the subject of arrest. My brother and friend Fanti Comedy, on his TikTok page, went on live, and in the course of conversations, friends joined. Because of that conversation, Fanti Comedy was arrested. Together with AY. AY's story is one of the most interesting because there was no invitation to AY. He decided that on the 3rd conversation, I was present online, and Fanti Comedy is my friend. Once police has invited him and he's going, I will accompany him to the police headquarters. When they got there, they said, you two were looking for you, so you're also under arrest.
Doing arrest like KK party.
Harassment.
Immediately, the young lady was taken into custody. And they were harassed. We fought and fought for bail for them. Bizarre. 2 young ladies were also arrested from Ishayasu in Kumasi. Their parents were not told where they were taken. In the case of Sir Obama, when he was granted bail, we were told to bring him back to police headquarters. It was at that point we noticed the presence of 2 young ladies there. Then I was told that these are MPP ladies who have also been arrested since Friday, and this was Monday. Since Friday, they have been in police custody. And Monday, as at around 1-2 p.m., they are not taking them to court. It was at the point that they were taking their statement. So I asked the investigator, where is their counsel? Where is their lawyer? But there's no lawyer. And they were pushing the young people, the young ladies, I think 24 and 26 years. They were pushing them to write statement, and they were writing. Then I said, no, stop. I called one of our party lawyers, Lawyer Afokwa, who was all the way around Hachu. He stopped everything he was doing and then came to meet us at the police headquarters and served as their counsel. On that Monday, they were not taken to court. It was the next day, Tuesday, that they were taken to court. After 96 hours, breaking the 48-hour rule.
Harassment.
That is constitutionally mandated, charged. After 96 hours, before the 2 young ladies were put before court, and we told the judge that the police have already violated the rights of these 2 individuals. Nonetheless, the court refused to listen to us and gave them 2 weeks remand. This miscarriage of justice, arbitrariness, selective application of the law, selective justice is gaining roots in Ghana. That if we do not talk about it, if we do not act against it, and it takes central root, my friends, my colleagues, I'll remember you. Let me remind you the parable of when they came for the socialist. I didn't say anything because I was not a socialist. When they came for the trade unionist, I didn't say anything because I am not a trade unionist. When they came for the Jews, I didn't say anything because I'm not a Jew. When they came for me, complete it. When they finish with MPP people, they'll come for you. And let me show you that it will happen. Recently, one of Ghana's biggest music acts, undoubtedly the biggest musical brand in Ghana, was arrested by Yoko and kept for about 24 hours. Then they did their thing to Shatawari too. He was given bail of 10 million Ghana cedis.
It's very conditioned to punish.
Let me tell you, when they started these unreasonable bail conditions and we started speaking against it, maybe people thought that it is because they are MPP people. No. I repeat, it is on the point of principle. And that is why I went to support Shatawale to show my dislike, my disgust, my angst towards the unreasonable bail conditions that they have been putting on people. They arrested Chairman Wontumi and they gave him 50 million bail conditions. I don't know whether Chairman Wontumi was supposed to go and sell his ribs, his heart, his lungs, his kidneys to raise the money for as guarantee for the bail. Then Paul Adom Ochri was also picked the same manner by, I think, his prosecutor. As if that's not enough, the former Bufferstock CEO, Abdul Wahab Hanan Alutiba, was also arrested together with his wife and left 3 young children at home. In fact, when we even prayed them that at least release the wife to go home, they refused.